Welcome back. I'm Brian Gresh. The Southern Nevada Health District has produced a series of videos profiling the very personal paths of several local residents living with HIV. And the key word here is living.
We wanted to put a face to the disease. We talk so much about the statistics of the 9,000 people that have HIV in Clark County, but statistics they're rather dry, and they don't really. It's hard to relate to a statistic, but you can relate to a human being, a person.
It's been 2 decades now of me living with this disease, and things have changed.
And that's the reason why we wanted to put a face to the disease.
Originally, the project was supposed to be a short informational video, but it didn't quite turn out that way.
And the stories were so compelling. I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I would be telling the whole story if we just did one video. We couldn't get it all in 5 minutes.
It was kind of a death sentence. What I was told was I would have up to 2 years to live. And so it really changed my whole thought process and direction in life.
I think I was distrustful before the diagnosis, but since the diagnosis, obviously it was the ultimate betrayal.
In the more than 30 years since HIV and AIDS first appeared, myths about these diseases continue. Those at risk continue in denial or resignation to what they may feel is inevitable. And for many, perception remains clouded in fears dating back to the emergence of the disease in the 1980s.
And so in one respect, we're telling them what it means to live with HIV so they can understand why they don't want it and why they should, use all of those prevention tips that they've heard about and why they should get tested. Because they really don't want this disease. And Lane, Tracy, Ivan, and Marianne are the 4 people who we interviewed. And all of them have been living with HIV and AIDS for several years. And part of their way of living and facing HIV and AIDS is by talking about it, is by educating anybody.
The people featured in the video series share more than an illness. They share the desire to educate and contribute to a greater understanding within the community.
They're amazing people. Their stories were just inspiring. I don't know how else to explain it. I was so amazed at how they were able to say, okay, this has happened, and my life is going to change. That I can't help. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let it prevent me from giving to our society. And the most interesting thing about all 4 of them is instead of becoming selfish, introverting, just worrying about themselves, they worry about other people.
It's really about peers being empowered and running programs and educating not only other peers but the regular, other community members. Specifically trying to target the minority communities here in Las Vegas.
The series of videos is called Facing AIDS and is available for viewing at youtube.com/snhealthdistrict. Or you can see the videos by going to our website, snhd.info, and following the YouTube links. You may find them well worth your time. And speaking of time, that's all we have for today. More information on any of our topics, as well as archived segments of all the previous HDtv episodes, are available at our website. For the Southern Nevada Health District, I'm Brian Gresh. Thank you for watching.